evaluate the determinant. The elements of the first row are x, y, x plus y, second row are y, x plus y, x, and that of the third row are x plus y, x and y. You look at the determinant carefully and we find that in the third row the first element is x plus y, and whereas in the first two rows you have x and y. So just see what if you apply, replace R3 by R3 minus R1 plus R2. See what you get. That means keeping row 1 the same, row 1 and 2 same. The elements of row 1 are x, y, x plus y. You have y, x plus y, x. And now, in row 3, it will be x plus y minus x plus y, so you get 0. And then you get x minus x plus y, that is x minus x plus 2y. So you will left with, minus 2y, and similarly the next element will be y minus x plus 2y, so you left with minus 2x. Now clearly we can take minus 2 common from R3. Take minus 2 common from R3. So you have minus 2 times the elements of the first row are x, y, x plus y. The elements of the second row are y, x plus y, x. And now the third row will reduce to 0, y and x. And now we can further simplify it by replacing R1 by R1 minus R3, as well as replace R2 by R2 minus R3, that means keeping R3 the same. So you get here minus 2 is already out, and you know R1 minus R3. So you will get x, 0, y, and R2 minus R3 will make it y, x, 0, and of course the elements of the third row, that is 0, y, and x, you keep as such. And now let us expand along R1. Expand along R1, keeping minus 2 outside, and along R1 means x times, delete the row and column through x, and you get x square minus 0, and of course minus 0 will remain as such, and plus y times the third element of row 1, delete the row and column, you get y square minus 0. So you just work it out, minus 2 is still outside, and you get x cube and plus y cube. So the value of the determinant is minus 2 times x cube plus y cube. Evaluate the determinant. This is very simple because if you look at it carefully, in column 1 already it is 1, 1, 1. And what do you do in such a situation? We can replace R2 by R2 minus R1, as well as R3 you replace by R3 minus R1. What do you get? The determinant will be equal to, that means we are keeping the row 1 same, 1xy, 1 minus 1, in second row you get 0, y, 0, and in the third row you get 0, 0, x. It has become a very simple determinant now, so we can simply expand along, say, column 1, because there are 2 zeros already there. So you will get the value of determinant 1 time xy minus 0, and no doubt other two values are 0. So final value of the determinant is xy.